What's up, people? I'm Shaggy, the Opinionated Hippie, and this is part 58 of me reviewing and ranking Frank Zappa's guitar solos within the context of an album. Today's album is Sleep Dirt. Yeah, I've reviewed Sleep Dirt elsewhere on this. I've gone into why it exists and where it came from and all that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk about the 3 guitar solos. I'm going to rank them. There's only 3. There is some tasty guitar playing on 2 of the other songs, Time is Money and Spider of Destiny, but it's more Frank's playing, pre-written lines and then dropping in some like licks every once in a while, but it's not really a guitar solo. So there's 3 solos. I'm going to rank those from 3, 2, 1, and then I'm going to show you where I think this album falls among all the others based on guitar solos only, if you care. If you don't, why are you here? Almost rhymed. I wanted it to rhyme. All right, let's start off with number 3, Sleep Dirt. A fantastic solo, an acoustic guitar solo. So acoustic, I think you can hear it's Frank's sleeves, or maybe it's his nails. It's probably his fingernails, just constantly just scraping on those strings. I think it's James Birdman. That is his nickname? Why does that seem weird now? I always mispronounce his last name. Humans, Bird Legs. James Bird Legs Humans playing that awesome vamp on the acoustic guitar, and Frank's just ripping off riffs and licks and solos over it for a good, almost 4 minutes, until 3 minutes and 21 seconds, until finally, James's fingers get stuck and the jam comes to an end. It just seems like they were sitting in the studio, messing around. Frank wanted to hear this riff, this little vamp. He soloed over it. They recorded it. He never went back to it. This is all he needed. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Could be number 1 on many other albums. But the other 2 solos on here are also so completely different from each other and so completely different from this that it's number 3, but it's a really strong number 3. Number 2, one of Frank's best song titles, The Ocean is the Ultimate Solution. This is 6.5 minutes of Frank just attacking, really almost in a straightforward rock and roll manner, but still sounds like Frank and his sort of Frank's, phrasings in it and Frank's just burst of speed in it. It's a weird song. The whole song was apparently Frank, Dave Parlato, and Bozio jammed for a while, and then Patrick O'Hearn came in and overdubbed a bunch of stuff, and there's overdubbed acoustic guitars. Like the first half of the song is this whole, could also be a solo, but like a rhythm solo, since Frank is known for playing rhythm guitar solos over the jam. But once we hit the 6 minute and 49 second mark of this 13.5 minute song, it's all electric guitar. It's Bozio providing some of the best rhythmic support ever. It's this overdubbed O'Hearn stuff. It's that acoustic guitar manicness. It's a chaotic song. But the solo is just so beautiful and so aggressive and so rock and roll. And Frank's tone is incredible. His ideas are incredible. His attack. It is the quickest, 6.5 minutes. It just goes by like that. You're like when we hit 6:40, you're like, man, we still have half this song left and it's all going to be guitar solo. When it ends, you're just like, oh, wow, that was really quick. It's an absolutely exhilarating listen. An awesome way. It's the last song on the album. Awesome way to end the album. You want to go back and re-listen to the album. It's so good. And part of the reason you want to go back and listen to the album is because the number 1 solo is from the number 1 song on this album, the first track, Filthy Habits. Feedback, the bending, the patience, the notes that aren't played, the Black Sabbath psych metal energy, the fact that Filthy Habits is the absolute perfect title for this instrumental. Just it sounds evil and sinister and mysterious, but at the same time, an alluring evil, not something that repulses you, but you're like, ooh, what is going on here? I want to find out more. And Frank just a lot of like feedback noises, and just the drumming is amazing. It's Bozio again, just providing some of the greatest drum work ever. Parlato's on bass. It's just, it's an exhilarating listen, and it really almost sounds like nothing else in his catalog. When he played this live, the live versions, you had the intro, which just sounded so rehearsed, and the solos were sometimes really good, but this entire song just feels so like we're going to ease into it, we're going to drop into that vamp, just because, like it's just, there's something so loose and free about this performance, about this version, about this guitar solo. It's like it's unlike anything else in Frank Zappa's catalog. It is such a fantastic song, and just the sounds that he makes, the energy, this has to be like a Black Sabbath inspired. I know when did he record this? 76. I know later in 76, I think he introduced Sabbath at a show or was attending a Sabbath show. So he was into Sabbath. He was listening to Sabbath. He was aware of Sabbath around this time. And there's darkness in here. That's just a different kind of darkness than Frank would sometimes flirt with. This is a darker darkness, an occult darkness. Fantastic, fantastic solo. But that's the order. I'm not going to put the list on the screen. It's Sleep Dirt, The Ocean is the Ultimate Solution 2, Filthy Habits, number 1. Where would I rank this among all the others? Top 10 worthy. It's right outside the top 5. I have it at number 6. All 3 solos are fantastic. They're all different from each other. They're bringing different energy, different ideas, a different feel, different tone. Just, they're all providing completely different experiences. Maybe should be higher, but then I look at what's above it. I'm like, well, what is it going to replace? Can't replace those, right? So yeah, it absolutely fantastic. Absolutely a fantastic album as far as guitar solos go. Like a top 10 worthy, all bow down guitar solo worthy album. All right, that's all I got about this. It was only 3 solos. Yeah, if you haven't heard this album, it's fantastic. There's a couple versions. The other stuff are instrumentals for concept album that never happened, a play. If you do check this out, try to find the one that does not have the vocals. I think the vocals detract from it. I think the instrumental stuff is better. And the Egyptian strut on here is ridiculous. That is an amazing song. But yeah, good album. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts on these solos, rankings, all that kind of stuff. You know how it works. And go listen to this album. First song is Filthy Habits, the best thing on here. And it's not bad after that. So enjoy it. That's all I got. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and go listen to Frank. Take care. Peace, y'all.